Hello, I'm Jamie Black. Some people like to call me Hummingbird. I'm the founder of Wildcraft Play School. I'm also a specialist in nature-based education. I have an MA in Environmental Education and Communication, a diploma in Sports Science and Coaching, and a diploma in Recreation Sport Management. And I am on a mission. And my purpose in life is to provide transformational experiences for children and youth to help them build resilience through nature-based education. I wanted to share with you a little bit about where Wildcraft Play came from. Back in 2003, I had the privilege of taking my coaching studies to New Zealand, where I got to coach sailing and do many other lovely things. And in that journey of coaching sailing, I ended up working on a tall ship called the Spirit of Adventure. I learned all about this organization, what they were up to and why they were doing it. And it was a specialized group of an invitation for only 40 youth across the entire country to have access to sailing on this tall ship in each sailing. So there's once a month there was a trip. When I worked on that tall ship, I worked with youth at risk who very much challenged my authority, challenged my understanding and belief and capacity for holding space for them. And I was 23 at the time and not very confident in my skills as a mentor, yet was a very skilled sailing instructor. I'd been sailing for years and coaching for a number of years. And it brought my awareness to a need for children between the ages of 8 and 12 to have real life-altering experiences to build the coping mechanisms to be able to adapt and shift and change and create a lifestyle that gave permission for them to be successful and to thrive rather than survive in life. After working on that 10-day ship, I decided to shift into youth work. So I was hired as a facilitator and manager for a young adults working program teaching employability skills to youth at risk between the ages of 15 and 30. And I was in that position for 2.5 years, and it was massive. It was a very in-depth psychology course for me to understand trauma, to understand what therapy is and why youth need therapy, and the psychology behind fetal alcohol syndrome and drug overdose and just a number of different traumas in life and the reaction that youth have due to those traumas. And I am very grateful for that work. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to engage with youth in that way. When I finished that work, I spent a couple of years retuning my interests in life and choosing to work with children ages 8 to 12, give them hard experiences, but also give them that direct one-on-one mentorship that gives them the practice of maybe practicing and failing, but also practicing and then leveling up in their own capacity to problem solve and engage with other people and ask for what they need and find peace in their heart and overcome obstacles. And that's what initiated the entire process of creating Wildcraft Play. It came from that, but it also came from a place of witnessing children spending more time on video games than feeling confident outside and choosing to play outside. So the mix of the two really generated this preventative work. So to me, Wildcraft Play is an epic, fun, ridiculous, awesome game from the youth perspective, but from my perspective, when I'm facilitating it, it's preventative work. It's, it's a place for children to practice the skills, practice their own capacity to have clear communication and to really hone their ability to engage with others and take care of themselves and take care of the earth. And there's a number of amazing positive outcomes with many different youth-based activities. This one in particular, it almost has a bit of a sneaky coyote approach to the life lessons that they learn, because they're having so much fun that they don't even realize that they're learning patience, and they're learning intercommunication skills and teamwork and problem solving, because they're hooked in the hunt of the treasure, or they're hooked in the journey, so much so that these little secret outcomes are happening all over the place, and at whatever level that child is at. So the neat thing about this game is that it's like a video game in real life, because each child gets to have their own level of engagement and feel safe and feel proud and engage with other youth in a way that they feel needed and also valued for their time. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about where this all comes from, because it's not just a game, and anyone who spends time playing and interacting with this game would definitely understand that as well when they witness the experience that the children are having in wildcraft play, or the game, or any of the progressions of activities that we do, archery and swordplay. So I also wanted to just share that I took this game into my master's and studied it in my master's thesis, and I feel like I only just barely scratched the surface into what is happening in that realm of engagement, and how is it taking children to a place of resilience and a place of thriving rather than surviving or victimization or defense. So I hope you join us in this journey of continually cultivating that environment and digging deeper to understand even more how we can support our youth, our young people to thrive and be resilient in these times. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the forest.